Hello learners, today's topic is on digitization and smart buildings. This topic is for the learners of Diploma in Smart City Development and Management as well as Certificate in Smart City Development and Management programs. So the learners, I think all of you all busy with preparing assignments as well as for preparing for the examinations. So this is the course of MIO 004. In this, the unit is digitization and smart buildings. So first of all, we have to understand about the buildings, then digitization, and then smart buildings. So the learners, every time I'll tell you when you are going to listening our video. So first of all, you should read the units so that you can able to understand after after watching the video, so that you will be clear and you can able to understand better and you can write the examinations better. So that is my suggestion all the students. So please read the units without fail and listen the video, watch the videos so that you can understand better. So first of all, we have to understand introduction. In the introduction, first of all, we have to define the smart buildings. The smart buildings involves the installation and use of advanced and integrated building technology systems. These systems include building automation, life safety, telecommunications, user systems, and facility management systems. Smart buildings use Internet of Things devices, sensors, software, online connectivity to monitor various building characteristics, analyze the data and generate insights around the around usage patterns and trends that can be used to optimize the building environment and operations. Automation, sensors and remote capabilities of smart buildings provide greater convenience for facility managers, increase the comfort and safety for building occupants, create higher energy efficiency and reduce facility operating cost. As the Internet of Things becomes pervasive, smart buildings are becoming integral components in integer systems integrations like smart cities. Smart buildings are the buildings of the future and they must connect the various pieces in an integrated, dynamic and functional way. This vision is a building that seamlessly fulfills its mission while minimizing energy costs, supporting a robust electric grid and mitigating environmental impact. So the learners, first of all, objectives, you have to, what are the objectives of this unit, or what are the objectives of this video. So first we have to understand. After watching this video, you should be able to understand the basic concept of smart buildings and its services. So here you can, what is a smart building? So what are the difference between a normal building, a traditional building with the smart building? That you have to understand here, that I will explain you. And later, what are its services? What are the building services? That also we are going to discuss in this unit. Then comes to understand the role of emerging technologies in smart building. So there are emerging technologies like ICTs, automation, then Internet of Things, all these advanced technologies, you can emerging technologies which are used in the smart buildings to optimize the services, optimize the resources so that it can improve the performance of the resources. That is the advantage of this using these advanced technologies or emerging technologies related to computers and Internet of Things, Internet, all these things will be utilized for the construction of smart buildings, starting from design to construction. All these technologies, where it has to be implemented, how it is to be implemented, all these things to be thinked and implemented starting from the design stage. Then only the smart buildings will be developed. So that is one objective. Then comes to demystify security cameras. So what is security camera? what are the CCTV cameras, how many types of cameras are there, how it will be performed in the buildings or at the transportation sector or different sectors. All these different types of cameras will be utilized. This CCTV cameras, or you can say that security cameras. Then fourth one is analyze terminology related to smart buildings. So smart buildings, there are different types of terminologies are there. These also we are going to discuss in this unit. So these are the various objectives we are going to learn in this unit. First of all, we have to understand traditional versus smart buildings. The traditional way to design and construct a building is to design, install and operate each system separately. The smart buildings takes a different approach to design the systems. Essentially, one designer designs or coordinates the design of all the building technology systems into a unified and consistent construction document. So here you can see that the traditional building, so how the traditional building looks like this. In the traditional building, what happened, all the services, the building services like heating, ventilation and air conditioning systems or lighting systems, audiovisual systems, video distribution systems and access control, all these are individually controlled and individually managed in the traditional building. But in the smart buildings, the construction document specifies each system and addresses the common system elements or integration foundation for the systems. These include cabling, cable pathways, equipment rooms, system databases and communication protocols between devices. This process reduces the inefficiencies in the design and construction process, saving time and money during the operation of the building. The building technology systems are integrated horizontally among all subsystems as well as vertically, that is subsystems to facilitate management systems to business systems, allowing information and data about the building's operations to be used by multiple individual occupying and managing the buildings. So in the smart buildings, what happened, there are different services. By seeing, you can see that the difference between smart building and the traditional building. In the smart building, the traditional building, each process, each service will be managed individually. But in this smart buildings, all the things are horizontally integrated and vertically integrated and managed by the local as well as the remote control systems also will be there in the smart buildings, because it is connected through internet and various sensor devices will be there and internet also there. So all these will be used to control the processes in the building, various services, building services, how to control, to optimize. All these things will be controlled by the connecting all the processes to the internet, so that it can be, if it is personal building, suppose if it is a or personal home, for that also it is connected, so that you can able to know what is happening at your home by sitting at remotely at your office. You can see that if anything wrong or movement, somebody is unknown person is moving there, so that you can get the alarm or you can get the information, so that you can able to identify if he is known to you or he is not known to you. So like that, these types of building services can be provided in the smart buildings. So that is the difference between traditional and smart buildings. Then over time, each of the components inside a building has been developed and improved, allowing modern day building owners to select lighting, security, heating, ventilation and air conditioning systems independently, as if they were putting together a home entertainment system. So smart building services. What are the smart building services? Building services are the systems installed in buildings to make them comfortable, so making the people comfortable, functional, efficient and safe. Building services play a central role in contributing to the design of a building. The main services offered by the smart buildings are represented in so here you can see that. So these are the various services you can see here. So smart building services. So there are various services. You can see energy, lighting, you can say fire safety, or 24/7 you can monitor, or security systems can be implemented. There are in the building there are various water services. You can say that metering, electricity services. Sometimes we can, if it is a building, in that we can establish a solar energy systems, and it can be integrated with the energy systems coming from the thermal stations. So all these services can be provided in the small buildings. So various services, so that it can be managed efficiently by connecting to the internet. So then comes to building management system. Building management system are computer-based systems used to monitor and control building services. They help building managers understand how buildings are operating and allow them to control and adjust system to optimize their performance. So the building management system, so what is the building management system? The management system, it absorbs, it gets the data from various sensors and Internet of Things and network connection, so that they get the whatever the data they are getting, they have to manage efficiently and provide the services effectively to the building owners, as well as the to improve the performance of the various building services. Then other services are fire safety, detection and protection. Building need to be designed to provide an acceptable level of fire safety and minimize the risks from heat and smoke. Building services can present a major ignition risk. Plant rooms, boiler houses and kitchens and so on should be sited where their threat is minimized. Then energy generation, distribution and supply. Just now I told you there are different types of energies are there. Energy is generated from several different sources like renewable energy, thermal energy, solar energy, or different types of energies which can be generated and delivered through a transmission system by distribution network operators to end users. So this is also one of the important aspects in the smart buildings. Then comes to heating, ventilation and air conditioning. So heating, ventilation and air conditioning can be used in buildings to maintain internal air quality and regulate internal temperatures and regulate internal humidity. So these three things can be managed efficiently by connecting to the internet or emerging technologies with these systems, that is heating, ventilation and air conditioning systems. So centralized air conditioning system, you can see that. HVAC systems can be centralized in a building or local to the space they are serving, or a combination of both. For example, local air handling units supplied by centrally generated cooling. Then comes to information and communication technologies. The network, that is, so the ICT network plays vital role in building smart buildings. That is, information and communication technology describes technology and equipment that can be used to communicate and as well as store, retrieve, transmit and manipulate data. So that is the importance. So once it gets the data, that is information technology, what it gives, it once it is got the data, then it evaluates, it analyzes, and then it provides the information to the concerned managers, so that to take the decision immediately. So depending upon the data analysis, one can take the decision easily. That is the purpose of this information and communication technologies. Then lighting. The lighting term refers to equipment, the primary purpose of which is to produce light. This is typically some form of lamp. However, lighting can also refer to the use of natural light to provide illumination. Mainly lighting is illumination. it may be through the natural light also. By thinking, so the building can be provided natural light in this smart buildings. That is also one of the way, but if it is possible, then one can build the buildings with a natural light, or sometimes we can now we can provide the bulbs or lighting purpose electricity. Then refrigeration, that is generally everybody knows. Then security and alarm systems. The security is important to equipment, staff visitors and information. Security can also be important consideration on construction sites. So security everywhere, it is very much important, so that it can be because of sensors. So if any unknown person is entering into the office or into the house, so there are the systems, the cameras, CCTV cameras, which can collect the data and take the video and photos, so that one can it can be sent to the concerned person. Particular, suppose a person is entering to a building and you want to meet some person, so without intimation, if he comes, then he has to give the information. Otherwise, so where he wants to go, and so that by immediately if he says that suppose a particular house he wants to go, so that information is available in the at the entrance of the building, so that immediately the information will go to that person, and immediately if it is he is okay, then he will be permitted. So such type of security systems also implemented in the this smart building services. Then water, drainage, plumbing, all these services generally, everybody knows about these systems. Drainage is the removal of surface and subsurface water. Plumbing refers to any system that allows the movement of fluids, typically involving pipes, valves, plumbing fixtures, tanks and other operators. So these are all to the flow of water, flow of the fluids, flow of the gas. All these systems can be implemented. These are known as a building services, which are to be effectively managed by implementing this smart building systems. Then comes to the high-rise buildings, where the people has to move vertically. So there, what is the requirement? Lifts and escalators. So escalators are mechanical devices used for transporting people vertically between different levels of buildings. A lift is a form of vertical transportation between building floors, levels or decks, commonly used in offices, public buildings and other types of multi-story buildings. Building service design must be integrated into the overall building design from a very early stage, particularly on complex building projects such as hospitals. So one has to think about, if it is a important multiplex buildings is coming up, there one has to think before designing process itself, is the escalators are required, lift is required, so which is the best one. So all these things are to be thought and while designing for the buildings. Then comes to security cameras. A security camera is a video recording device that captures footage of your home and property that you can view on a smartphone, tablet or computer from anywhere using internet connection. That is the main advantage of these security cameras. Most home security cameras are motion activated and will record, then they detect motion as well as send you an alert. Some can record 24/7, which is known as a continuous video recording. Some cameras continuously record the whatever is happening. So and it will always records and stores. So whenever the person wants to see his video, then one can watch. The end users can watch whatever with their cameras, so that they can analyze everything is fine, then there is no problem. If anything is wrong, then he can identify what is the wrong. This is the security camera system, that is recording process and all these things. In this figure you can see. Then comes to security camera. Home security cameras have changed a lot in recent years. Security cameras are more affordable than they used to be. Come in both wired and wireless versions and can connect to the internet. So the So you can monitor your property from anywhere. If anything, so suppose you have purchased an house and you have installed these security cameras, and it will be connected either through wireless or through wired connection, and it will be connected through internet to the your mobile, so that you can monitor your house from anywhere or from remotely. So that is the use of these CCTV cameras or security cameras. These are various types, that is wired and Wi-Fi wireless technologies. This you have seen, you can read it. Then usage of security cameras which are monitoring traffic. Main uses are monitoring traffic. So traffic, where the traffic lights, you can see that the timings, so that the traffic can be managed by using these CCTV cameras. And home and ground securities, maintaining a perimeter in medium to high security areas, monitoring transport and enforcing restrictions, business and retail surveillance, providing visual record in place where it is necessary to maintain security, such as airports or banks, monitoring public places such as streets, parks, stadium and landmarks, monitoring enclosed spaces such as lifts, personal recording devices such as those used by the police and increasingly by the cyclist. There are various uses of these security cameras. Then video intelligence data. This is also camera. This video intelligence data. Why we are calling video intelligence means video intelligence is one of the main and crucial building blocks of the smart cities. Smart surveillance is new initiative that sets a higher ceiling for the future of smart cities. Video intelligence offers people more tools and applications to monitor with fewer human mistakes that improves the city's stability. There is more than one component that completes the cycle of smart surveillance. There is need to present visual contents of the videos in compact forms such that user can quickly navigate through different segments of the video sequence to locate segment of interest and zoom into different details. This video intelligence data cameras, you might have seen in the nowadays all the learners, you might have watching the TV for the IPL matches. There these video intelligence cameras will be used to take the particular decision, the player is out or not, or is it that ball is touched to the bat or not, is he run out or not. So all the such type of things you might have observed there. One can zoom the the ball is touching or not. So like that, so particular if any incident occurs, so that CCTV cameras will catch the pics, and then with that pics one can zoom it. So that's why we are calling it as a video intelligence data. Then video surveillance. So video surveillance is safety has always been a concern for cities in the past 10 to 15 years. With the increase in research in many fields in the technology, it has become easier to enhance the safety and security of the pedestrians living in the cities, including smart traffic systems and routes and smart safety systems for surveillance. So this is the video surveillance system. Here you can see that edge computing, cloud, and then end users. So hence automatic video surveillance will prove very beneficial in improved traffic management. Missed detection might be caused by the monitoring excessive number of video screens and tiredness due to prolonged monitoring. So with this learners, I hope you understood about what is the traditional building, what are the smart buildings, how it is different, what are the cameras, the vigilance, surveillance cameras, and all these things you might have understood. So if anything you want to ask, you can ask through my email, or you can ask through my phone numbers. With this, I conclude here. Thank you very much for listening my lecture. So with this, I conclude here. Thank you.
ऐसा कल जुग आएगा, हंस चुगेगा दाना गुन का, कौआ मोती खा